Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Kenna and today we're going to be taking a look at my baggebo Ikea cabinet. I'm going to show you guys the steps of how I set that up and weather stripped it, and I'm also going to do a little tour because I made this my Hoya cabinet and there's a lot of cool stuff in there. So this cabinet is a little bit different than any other Ikea cabinet. It has mesh sides. I'll insert close up so you guys can see. But as you know, Ikea cabinets are really hard to find right now. So I took what I could, and this guy was only $40. So it's definitely a cheap option, and honestly, it wasn't that hard to do. So I think you guys will really enjoy learning how I weatherproofed that. I've also seen where people put 3 baggebos together somehow and make it one cabinet, which I think would be really fun to do, but they're back out of stock. So maybe next time they come in stock, I can grab a couple more and make this cabinet wider. Also, bear with me as I learn how to film and edit, and also learn how to not be so freaking awkward in front of a camera. I swear, if you know me in person, I could talk to anyone, especially about my plants, but you put this camera in front of me and I just lose everything. So bear with me as I learn how to do this. All right, I'm really excited for this one, so let's get into it. Okay, so here we are in my bedroom. This cabinet sits in the very corner of my bedroom. There is a north-facing window right here, but it doesn't get much light, so it's mainly just supplemented with grow lights. It's pretty small. It's probably 3 foot tall, 4 foot tall maybe. This is the wire siding, like I told you guys, so it's open. And I'll show you how to fix that here in a sec. So the first thing I did with this cabinet was I sprayed everything down with Rust-Oleum to prevent the metal from rusting. Okay, let's get in here. Okay, so after I did that, I obviously set it up, and then I drilled a hole in this back corner with a drill bit, and that was kind of interesting. I feel like there's got to be a better way to do it because it was pretty hard. But anyway, as long as you can get a hole in the bottom, doesn't matter how you do it. And then I put this black desk grommet in here, and I just ran the cords up through there. So after I did that, you cover the sides with plexiglass. I don't know if you guys can see it. There, right there, you can see it. So you have to cut the plexiglass out and cover the insides with that. You can see I've taped it right up there, and I'll link that in the comments too. So after I did that, I did weatherproof these sides right here, just because there was a little crack. And I also need to get weather stripping for the door to put on the inside of the door, but I haven't done that yet. The next thing I did was I added grow lights, and these are a little bit harder to find because you have to find 1 foot ones instead of 2 foot. And I can link these below, but they are out of stock. So I'll link another pair that I've heard really good things about. Okay, another thing I wanted to add about these grow lights is I do recommend running them the same direction. I have mine kind of at a diagonal, but I have them the same on every level. So the cords will run down the side right here and then down the back. And I just taped those along with the fans. After that, I added my AC fans. These are pretty typical for Ikea cabinets. They come in a pack of 2, and you can connect them and run them out the bottom. Another thing I did down here, which you don't have to do, but I had extra, is I cut some plexiglass out to put on the bottom here so that it doesn't scratch the paint on the bottom, but you don't have to do that. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how these fans got up here, because if you figure out anything from my channel, you're gonna find out real quick that I'm not a problem solver. And when it comes to anything handiwork or problem solving, my boyfriend does that. So Andrew, if you're watching, thank you. I'm pretty sure they're just zip tied to the ceiling. It's kind of hard because there's nowhere to zip tie them in this cabinet unless you wanted to cut a little hole out of the plexiglass and wrap them around there. So however you can figure out how to do those will probably work best. I have a hygrometer back here, and then I also have these little shelves, and these are actually like spice rack shelves on Amazon. And I also sprayed them with Rust-Oleum because they're metal and they just magnet to the back. Okay, so now let's get to the tour. So to start off, I have this big Adansonii up here. And then starting on the top shelf, I have a Hoya Bertonier right here. And then this one is a Hoya Linearis. This one is a Hoya Elliptica. And I don't know if you can see that, if I can get it to focus. It has 2 new growth points coming out of it. And then over here on the left, I have my Hoya Rotundiflora and my Hoya Mathilde. And then in the middle, I have a variegated Hoya rope. Back here in the back, I have my Hoya Polynura. And I'll probably say this about 5,000 times, but this probably is one of my favorites for sure. These leaves are just so pretty. And it has a new growth point coming up over there too. This one is a Hoya Rang Sand. That leaf is growing in kind of wonky. And then this one back here isn't really a Hoya, but it's a Dischidia ovata. This one is my newest Hoya. It is a Hoya Caudata Sumatra. And then here in the middle, I just have another variegated Hoya rope. I'm gonna pot those up together once they're rooted. And then this is a Hoya Australis Lisa. And then down here in the bottom, I have my Hoya Sunrise, which is finally starting to sun stress again. You can see the first few leaves were really sun stressed, and then it started kind of turning green again, but it looks like it's starting to sun stress again. And then back in the back, I have my Hoya Obovata. And I love how the splashiness on these comes in pink. I don't know if you can see that. And then here in the front, I have Hoya Numulorides. However you say that, I'll put it on the screen. And then I have Hoya Bella right here. And then this little one right here, rooting in Fluval, is a Hoya Croniana Black. So that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something about how to weatherproof an IKEA cabinet, and I hope that you can find these in stock sometime so that you can have one for yourself. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at PlantsByKenna, and I'll see you guys in the next one.